Give me a break. Give me a break, man, here on his like 5th shot as I'm trying to shoot this goddamn video. Roger, the Boring Dispatcher, died February 8th of last year. And we miss him. We miss him. A lot of us miss him. I miss him. Those of you who don't know who he was, shit out of luck, man. Because all his videos are gone. There might be one channel out there, I think, of some, you know, what, who was he? Let me just explain. Let me give you a little history. There was a guy a long time ago named Roger. And his original account was The Dispatcher. And he used to make a lot of like hate videos against people. And they were fun. And they weren't malicious. They were just fun. A lot of people, you know, if you talk to him, they'll say, oh, he was just a stupid, fat, uneducated hater. But they didn't know him. They didn't know him, or they were idiots and scumbags and they got hated on by him and they never got over it, you know. Roger lived in California. He was a tow truck dispatcher. He got his first account closed because he did some stuff. And he opened up a new account called TheBoringDispatcher, which actually was a great name and actually stuck. And then he did some more stuff that he wasn't happy about. And this time he closed his own account. He opened up a new account called The Failed Vlogger. He paid his penance for his sins, and he came back he reopened his old account, The Boring Dispatcher, and he came back. Then after a while, he fell in love, and he left YouTube. And he was happy. And then he got sick, and he died. And it was really sudden, and no one ever expected it to happen. And I always thought he was going to come back to YouTube. I was waiting for him to come back, and he never did. And I think I last talked to him I think a couple days before Christmas of December 2007. So because he lived in California and did the night shift as a tow truck dispatcher, I live in Japan. And we would often chat by Skype. He was my source. He had his pulse on the YouTube. You know, he was always watching YouTube. He knew what was going on. He'd tell me who was cheating or who had just popped out of nowhere, who had done what. He liked a lot of people and disliked a lot of people, but never really maliciously, you know. He was pretty loyal as far as YouTube friendships went. He dissed me publicly sometimes, but would PM me and say, you know, man, it's just for show, man. It's just drama. Just having some fun. And I knew it. He was a father. He loved his son very much. And actually, a lot of people don't know, he made private videos that he would send out just to a few people to show his son. To show himself with his son, you know. This is my life, I guess he was saying. He asked me one day whether I thought he had grown, and he didn't mean as a video maker, but he meant as a person, and he thought he had, and I really think he had. One thing I really liked about Roger, and something that was very different from a lot of the people that kind of idolized him, was, you know, Roger could say, I'm wrong, I was wrong, I made a mistake, I apologize. He was capable of that. And he was capable of getting past his own faults. He knew when... He didn't know, but when he did know, he was willing to let go of a way he'd been before and adopt a new way that was better. He grew. He grew on YouTube, and I was happy to see him grow, you know. And I was happy to see him see himself grow, you know. He was a big guy. He was a big guy. I mean, actually, not just, you know, girth, but height. He was all around big. And there's a big personality on YouTube. But he wasn't afraid of showing anything. And what I mean by that, he wasn't afraid of showing his negative emotions towards people and his positive. One thing was always impressive I was always impressed by was his ability to say, "I love you, man." I mean, that was always like, wow. I mean, a lot of guys, you know, he in a way, I think he was stronger than I was that way. I mean, I don't go around saying stuff like that, you know? But he was one of the first YouTubers. My first YouTube response was to him, and I often wonder what YouTube would be like if he were still here. And it's a shame he's not. He was a good guy, good friend. Sorry I never met him. We all miss him, I know. Those of us who knew him, and those of us who didn't, you should do yourself a favor and just do a search for Roger the Boring Dispatcher. Maybe you'll find one of his videos. I'm sure you will. There's been no one on YouTube like him since then. There's a void, and there always will be one. And that's okay. I don't mind missing him, because, well, cheers, Roger. The rest of this video is clips of Roger that I collected. A few, only a few. But the last clip is a clip he sent. I was too disgusted for me to show my subscribers back then, but now I don't care. I think you should see it. It's, yeah, it's kind of gross, but it wasn't malicious. It was made because, as a joke, someone spread this rumor that I was dead, and I put together this eulogy of my death, and he took part. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching, and long live the Boring Dispatcher. He was an atheist, but times like this, I'm really hoping he was wrong.
Hi YouTube, this is the Dispatcher. This is my theme song. Yeah, the Dispatcher. Hey YouTube, this is the Dispatcher, and this is a video response to Green Tea Girly, a attractive female here on YouTube that makes videos. I've just checked out her page. First video is 10 seconds. It says, "I'm new."
Hey YouTube viewers, I'm new. I hope you welcome me. I'm actually going to be making some videos, and they're going to be really neat, so I hope you check them out.
Yeah, that video got 320,000 views. Wow. Hi, this is the Boring Dispatcher, and I'm here to introduce you to the guest editor for March or something. And of course the phone rings. And I charge him like $75.
I just can't trust you. You know, I think you're a cool guy, and I think you're a fucking decent human being. And you turn around and you pull this bullshit.
Hi, this is the Boring Dispatcher, and I want to introduce the guest editor for March on YouTube.com.
Where'd that come from? Whatever. What's up, YouTube? This is the Boring Dispatcher, and I am making a video response.
This is my theme song. Yeah, the Dispatcher.
Renetto, this is the Boring Dispatcher. You're starting to piss me off, dude.
I don't want to call you a cheater, okay? I don't want to call you fake, because I don't have any evidence other than the fact that you've been on YouTube for a month and 3 days and have somehow convinced 4,000 some odd people to subscribe to you. So what I'd like to do, if I can, is maybe some of your fans or subscribers could maybe then send me a message, send me a comment on this video right here, or make a video response advising me how they found you and what reason they used for subscribing to you. Because I really don't want to call you a cheater. So if you could maybe make a video response advising all of your loyal fans to rip into me and call me all kinds of names and tell me how awesome you are, that'd be awesome.
What's up, YouTube? Failed blogger here.
This is my theme song. Yeah, the Dispatcher. Hey YouTube, this is the Dispatcher, and this is a video response to Green Tea Girly, a attractive female here on YouTube. You guys got to check out this website. I'm sitting here while talking, and you can just move your mouse around, and they'll change the velocity. And I got to get back to work. My phone's ringing. I gotta go. Bye.
I'm horrible at making decisions in my life. As most of you probably know by now, Victor, aka Give Me a Break Man, was found murdered. Apparently he was trying to do a reenactment of the rape scene in prison of the Edward James Olmos directed film American Me. But what he didn't realize during this reenactment, he realized he was going to get fucked in the ass by like 10 guys. He didn't mind that, so to speak. But the scene in the end where they take the knife about that big with the jagged edges all over it and shove it up the guy's ass, he thought that part was going to get cut out and not shown like in the real movie. But what he didn't realize is they were making a snuff film. They shoved the knife up his ass, ripped it out, and he fucking bled to death right there. And then they left him and posted the video on the internet on consumptionjunction.com. Give me a break, man. I've always thought you were a cool guy, but you shouldn't let a guy fuck you in the ass with a knife for a reenactment of a Mexican or a Mexican based movie based in prison. And yeah, that's all I got. Ah, man, I hope you like it.